We all have places we go that energize our soul. Sometimes it's a destination, sometimes it's a pursuit. It's difficult to define, but when we're there, we know it. Time speeds up, obstacles are overcome, and a surge of adrenaline excites the system.
In this episode, we join Bobby Cole as he dances a topwater bait through the dead snags of a western Alabama pond in pursuit of largemouth bass.
I was introduced to it at an early age by my father, who grew up on the Tallapoosa River near Tallahassee, Alabama. And back then, when he was little, there weren't any deer, and there weren't any turkeys. So fishing was a great activity, and I got introduced to it early with him taking me. And I just have so many great childhood memories of fishing with him, and him letting me drive the boat, and just teaching me about everything. And just I can remember being a little kid and opening up his tackle box and looking in it at all the lures and just being fascinated. And still to this day, I still use his tackle box. My father passed away in '01, but I still use his tackle box. And it means a lot to me because there are things in that tackle box that when I look at it, reminds me of him. And I've got a collection of his old lures that I keep separately. And there's a lot of days I'll open it up and just look at them and go through them, and when I see them, it just instantly brings back memories. And that's really neat to me. You know, when I think back though, it was just real important the way my father introduced me. I never remember him ever saying no. If I said, "Hey Dad, can we go Saturday?" It was always yeah. But at the older I get, I've kind of come back to fishing. And it's, you know, I'm kind of reminded, there's a quote, a guy named Thoreau says that men fish all their lives without realizing that that they're not after fish. But that I can really relate to that and get that. And as the older I get, and I take my wife fishing, and I'm teaching her about it, and it's a great way to spend time. And I've got a daughter that really loves to fish, and you know, we'll go and spend hours together and talk and learn about each other, and I teach her about fishing. And sometimes, you know, we might go, it's a lot like sitting in a deer stand. You're not doing a lot of talking, but you're there together. And I think that's really important. And there's more to fishing, there's more to hunting than just catching a fish and shooting a deer. And fishing, I think, really exemplifies that. And there's times when you can be together and not a lot is said, but you're together, and that's really important. You know, I really enjoy all aspects of fishing. There's something about when you're fishing a worm and you feel that tap, or if you're running a crankbait and one slams into it, that's exciting. But to me, the best is topwater. There's just something special about seeing that fish blow up on your lure. And you know, oftentimes, you know, it's an early morning, late afternoon, or maybe a cloudy day kind of scenario, and I'm always looking for those type of opportunities that I know, okay, this should be a good morning or a good afternoon for topwater, because it is my favorite. You know, I tell people all the time, hunting doesn't relax me. I'm always worried about something, overthinking it, and which way's the wind blowing, and what's that turkey thinking about, or I wish I was over here. I'm just constantly stressed when I'm hunting. But fishing relaxes me. There's something about being on the water, and there's something about when I've got a fish on the line and that rod's bent and that drags, he's pulling line, I just forget about all the worries. I mean, it's just amazing. And being a gamekeeper, I just love the whole aspect of taking care of critters. And being able to catch something, look at it, admire it, take a picture, and then let it go. and it swim off and somebody else is going to be able to catch it and it's still there, that's really special. So when I'm on a pond and I'm fishing and I'm at ease, I'm at peace, it's a special place for me, and I'm in my element.
Each of us shares our own unique connection with the outdoors. A passion that drives us, defines us, a passion that centers us. It's where we are most at home. It's where we are in our element.